Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, people? Back with a bang. Here I am to bring you guys another video today. So for the past 4 or 5 days, just about 5 days, I was touring North California. So there was no end of week videos last week. You missed out on a watch list video ahead of this week. But as always, I'm back with a bang, back to bring you guys some news, some analysis, some updates, those kind of things. And a couple of stocks which dropped drastically today, which I want to point out to keep on your radar. And as always, as you guys know, make sure you drop a thumbs up to show some support. But let's get straight into it. So first thing I want to say is, even though I've been less active on YouTube, we've still been trading, we've still been in Discord. Shout out the Discord for doing your thing. I do see you guys each and every day up there, making sure you make some money, making sure there's opportunities. So yeah, congratulations to the Discord. And again, shout out to you guys. Now, let's jump over to Yahoo Finance. Let's see what's up on Yahoo Finance. Well, trending tickers, we got Apple up almost 5% today. GL, which we're going to look at, down. Rivian down again. And yeah, Amazon and MS. Not sure what MS is. We're going to find out now. Oh, Morgan Stanley. All right, but anyway, to get back into what we just saw. So we saw GL down 53%. And shout out Shona for dropping this in the Discord, actually. That was a big help, because obviously I did a bit of research beforehand. We're going to talk about that. But here we go. Big banks to kick off earnings season. You know, earnings season is around the corner. So, you know, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup releasing earnings tomorrow. And obviously, that's kind of kicking off this earnings seasons again. You know, we're mid-April now. We're back to business. You're going to see a few companies report this month. Tesla's in there as well. Mortgage rates jump back above 7%. We'll see when the Fed rate comes. If it's in election season, we'll see. But overall, it's been an interesting few days in the stock market. And I think we're going to start with GL. One thing I also wanted to point out is BA, AMC, and I believe another stock, I can't remember which one. Anyway, they hit their 52-week lows today. I'll probably remember the other one in a bit. But yeah, we'll be looking at those as well. So, Globe Life, why did it tank this much? It dropped $56 today. That's 53% of its value. So again, shout out Shona for putting this on our radar. But basically, why did this get obliterated today? So there was news that came out regarding this company potentially being involved in insurance fraud. Now, you guys know what it's like in America. Any kind of fraud, especially, you know, when it comes to insurance, they don't play games. So that report released, and a lot of people just started buying puts. So, you know, when you look at a stock like this, right, it wiped out, I think, all the gains it's made in the past 10 years or so. We can look at this 12 months chart. That's basically a yearly chart. Look at that. 12 months chart. We're looking at a 12 months chart, people. This is the stock back in 2014. 2014, it was at $47. It jumped all the way up to 2023 highs of $128. Now, it's back down at $49. Imagine saving money for 10 years straight, loading up your bank account, saving money, putting money to the side, and then just one day, all that money gets wiped out. That's pretty much what we just saw with GL. And I'm talking about a 10-year period, of constant gains, consistency, all that being wiped out in just a single trading day. Ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, we've got to keep this on our radar. Everyone, keep this on your radar, honestly. Let's be honest, you know, a stock like this could tank even more, or it could start to recover. So are we getting calls or are we getting puts? We'll have to see, but stay tuned. And then I mentioned BA, AMC, and Starbucks. That was the other stock. They all hit their 52-week lows today. So BA, I'm looking at puts. I'm watching puts for BA. This company has just been involved in bad news on bad news. They had earnings, and the earnings actually saw the stock rise a little bit back in February. Now, since then, it's just kind of dropped off, sold off, gapped down a couple times. BA is clearly on for puts, as is our good friend Starbucks. And I know there was a time during the war about 3-4 months ago where Starbucks was being boycotted because of something to do with Israeli news in regards to Starbucks. But I think I think Starbucks somehow were playing a part in funding Israel's happenings in the war. But either way, and don't quote me on that, but either way, Starbucks is dying. It's hit a 52-week low today. It's kind of got rejected by the 200 moving average back to back in February. And it's just continuing to sell off and sell off and sell off. Starbucks puts are on the cut. And AMC, do we even trade that anymore? Do people still trade this? I don't know, but still, yeah, this is dead in the water. I don't think we're even going to talk about this. This is dead in the water. I'd much rather talk about other stocks like HD. Look at HD. HD puts are on. It rose a few times. Sorry, it rose a few months straight, and then end of March, it started selling off. So HD is probably going to fall back down to around the 200 moving average, around 339. But until then, like I said, just keep trading the trend. Just keep trading what you see. Keep trading what it's giving you. But like I said, I think HD is just going to continue selling off another $8. Looking at the 1 hour chart on HD, you see everything that's happening. 4 hour chart tells the same story. It's pretty simple. But moving on, I want to pick up Exxon Mobil. This stock is just doing its thing. Now, let's be honest, the past week, first few days of April, it's been kind of consolidating, but it has still been making slightly higher highs, and it's just consistently trending above the moving averages. This stock looks like it's going to be reaching 130, 140 soon enough, which is great for me because I'm a long-term shareholder. So yeah, buy your calls on Exxon, keep trading it to the upside, and continue watching it do its thing. Now, let me talk about a stock I traded this week, and that's going to be Mara. I traded two different stocks, but Mara is the one I want to talk about right now. So I traded Mara puts. As you can see, April, we've been bearish on Mara. Every time we push up, we sell off. We make lower highs and lower lows. So I traded Mara with the $18.50 puts. I got these when Mara was actually just above $18, so I got in the money puts. And since then, it's continued selling off consistently. So one thing I would say with a stock like this is it is heavily impacted by crypto and what's happening with cryptocurrencies. So you do want to watch out, because when you're trading a stock like this, it looks very bearish, but then a little bit of crypto news, crypto hype, and you can see the stock just start pushing. You've seen it before. Look at that in March, and then boom, pushed up. So just be aware of that. It's done it a few times, in the past few months this year. It's done it a few times. It just sells off and then just starts pushing up. So you got to be aware of that when you trade stocks like Mara. Now, Tesla had a good last 6 hours of the day. I think only the first 30 minutes or so was bad. If I pull up the daily chart, look intraday, look at the hourly chart, you can kind of see what Tesla did. You know what? Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's really elaborate on this. So, looking at Tesla, there we go. It was really the first, I don't even know how long. Yeah, first 40 minutes, 45 minutes where Tesla sold off to 169 and then just pushed up all the way to the highs of 175 before close. So with Tesla, the question is really, are we going to 160, which is a $15 drop, or are we going back up to 200, which is a $25 gain? I really don't know right now. It's kind of squeezing in between the moving averages, but I'm thinking, in my opinion, Tesla is going towards that $200 level. I'm bullish on Tesla. I was bearish for a while, but we've really reached the lows that I expected to reach. We broke out my trend lines and we jumped straight back in. That white line there is the trend line that I drew. We jumped right back in it. I think Tesla's got potential to run to 200, but this month we're going to see again, when they report earnings at the end of the month, in regards to deliveries, in regards to revenue, in regards to operation cost, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be informed at the end of the month. So let's see what Tesla does. A couple more stocks I want to look at right now. First, Celsius, ticker symbol CELH. This is the energy drink. So I traded Celsius puts about 3 times last week, and it's looking like we need to be doing that again. Celsius is pretty simple to trade, I'll be honest with you. So if I can pull up the 4 hour chart now. Right, here we go. What I'm expecting Celsius to do is drop towards that $77 level. Might not touch the moving average, but to that $77 level, it seems to find support here and also here. When we do that, I'm expecting it to consolidate and start showing signs of an uptrend. If we do that, then I will then get Celsius calls. Right now, it's down 4% on the day. Over the last week or two, we've seen that, when it has dropped, it's dropped 10, 12, dollars in 3-4 days. Now we're seeing it, we saw a push up and now we're seeing it start to sell off again. It could easily drop another $6-7, but I'm expecting it to drop $3 from here. So Celsius is on the radar for puts. And of course, when it starts uptrending again, we'll get the calls. Apple is up next on the radar. Why? Because Apple is being bought up. Apple is pushing up. It's kind of like what Nvidia has been doing over the last few days. Apple's being bought up. We sold off for a while. We sold off for a while, and then what happens? We get near that support level I've drawn at 167, and we started to push again. We started to push. Similar thing happened back earlier this year in beginning of March. We sold towards that $167 level, and then we pushed up. That's what we're seeing now with Apple. So Apple is one of those where long term I'm always like, yeah, this is a very safe play. It's one of your best bets if you're looking at long-term shares. But also short-term, if you want to trade calls, it's looking like it's there. So just keep your eyes on Apple as well for calls. See if you can push up to that $177 level and break towards 180. That's what I'll be looking at with Apple. Now I want to look at CrowdStrike before we end. Ticker symbol CRWD. CrowdStrike seems to be consolidating. In fact, just like Palantir, which I was looking at earlier, CrowdStrike seems to be consolidating around this level. I'm trying to see if it breaks out and pushes back up to that 360 level. If you can get there from where we are now, that's a nice percentage gain there, about 5%. And if you can do that, hey, there's some money to be made. But that will be a swing out for around at least 2 weeks, I'd say. Get yourself good enough expiry where you can see, hey, I'm gonna give myself enough time in case it doesn't go my way, it goes against me. I still have time on my contracts. So yeah, keep CrowdStrike there, and like I said, Palantir, and this is really the last one. It's been a while since I made a video, so I've got to throw out a few different tickers. Palantir seems to be consolidating now, getting rejected below that moving average. And with Palantir, you've got to remember, this stock was at $16 just a few months ago. This stock was at $6 less than a year ago. Now we're at 22. It's going to struggle to push back up to 27, 28 before we get to 30. But again, one of those where I say longer term, you have to have this on your radar. They're working in regards to providing AI products to the government, I believe. And you guys know military contact news can push a stock, and especially when it's confirmed. So Palantir is on the radar for calls. What I could also say is, it wouldn't be a bad option to load up on some shares with Palantir. But either way, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, drop a thumbs up, show some support by liking this video. And if you are new around here, hit the beautiful red button below, subscribe. Like I said, I was away for a little bit exploring, as you should, but also now I'm back, so more videos will be coming. I'll be more frequent with the uploads. And then make sure you comment and share with your friends. Now, if you're not in the Discord, I mentioned Discord at the beginning of the video. Shout out to Discord one more time. Go check out the Raw Trading Academy. That's the first link in the description below. That's where we talk about all the plays. That's where we talk about different stocks, what we're watching, all those kind of things. Check out the Raw Trading Academy. And then lastly, check out the Stock Option Starter Pack. That is 10 different videos you have access to for life, all created by myself. And it tells you a lot about options, trading the options, how to trade options, what I've done, the terminology, the history of options, all that kind of stuff. Go check it out. So that's enough from me. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll go into making, you go into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.